Hey guys, welcome to this episode of The Rachel Cruze Show. All right, there's a pretty toxic money culture out there that is full of lies on what it means to be good with money. So people are giving all kinds of money advice and tips out there and what it's like, hey, this is wise, you should be doing this. But in reality, these lies will get you in a lot of trouble. So I want you to know the truth. I want you, again, to be able to handle your money where you are controlling it versus it controlling you. So let's go over what some of these people are saying being good with money is. So the first one is, good with money, you should use debt and live beyond your means to motivate yourself. This one always shocks me, but this is a thing. People really recommend that you live a lifestyle or the lifestyle that you want, and then it's gonna cause you to work harder to be able to afford it. So Steve Harvey, sweet Steve Harvey, I've heard him say this before. I watched a video and he was like, you should always fly first class.
And guess what? That's what you start attracting to your life. And you start behaving and producing stuff to get you back into first class.
Because once you fly first class, you can never go back to coach, and it's gonna really make you work hard to continue to pay for that first class ticket. Or I've heard people, especially in the real estate market, will say, hey, you should buy your dream car. Get your dream car, go get the car you've always wanted. And that's gonna motivate you to work harder so you can make the payments every single month. Okay, with this, you guys, it's like the motivation is backwards. It's not how it should be. You should not, again, let your lifestyle drive what you do with money. What you do with money should drive your lifestyle. And when it's backwards, what happens is you get stuck in that narrative, okay, I have to continue to work to keep up with my lifestyle. When you're free from that and you don't have payments and you don't have debt and you actually live below your means, you have peace. You actually make better decisions because you're more forward thinking, future thinking than in the present moment of what you want. And it just lines you up to sleep at night, to have less stress when you say, hey, I'm gonna use the money that I earn to fund my lifestyle versus my lifestyle funding and making that what I earn. So living on less than you make, you guys, it's important. It may not be exciting and cool, but it's the best way to live. Another wise piece of advice people say is take advantage of good debt. This is everywhere, all over social media, all over TikTok, people saying you should use debt to build wealth. And it's this idea of, if you can go into debt and do something great, like this crazy investment strategy or investing in real estate, what you get off of that, then you can use it to go and pay for other properties. And it's this whole formula. They make it sound wonderful. And when you listen to it, you're like, wow, okay, I can do that. I can do that. But what happens is you're stuck in a cycle of debt. And what these people don't realize, I don't think, is that, man, money is more than just money. It is attached to so many emotions. Like Dr. John Deloney talks about this all the time, but when you are in debt, when you owe someone something, your body says that you are not safe. Subconsciously, you know that something could be taken away. You're working to, again, pay banks, and that's your whole life. And so when that is in you for years and years and years and years, it can eat away at your soul. Like you don't realize that you lose sleep at night when you live in that cycle. And so yes, does it look flashy? Does it look great? Or all these people like, oh yeah. Even like their fonts and stuff that they have on like on their profiles. It's like, yeah. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it, you guys. There is a freedom to say, hey, I'm gonna do what I can do with the money that I have and be wise about it. I want you to win. I want you to build wealth, but I want you to do it in a smart way that has a long track record. And so for most people, it's like, hey, invest in things that you know are gonna win on the long term. Your 401k, a Roth IRA, good growth stock mutual fund. Like there are places to put your money, and even real estate. I'm not against real estate. Now, currently, as we're talking about this, real estate is insane right now, right? Like everything is shot up, prices have shot up. But there will come a day where sure, maybe there's a short sale going on or a foreclosure, and you're able to go and buy a condo with cash on kind of maybe a crappy side of town that's not that expensive. And that could be your first rental property, and you rent it out and you save up. And does that take longer than just going and taking out a loan and just going big? Absolutely. But your risk is nothing. When you use your money, that's what's key. So you can still build wealth with all the flashiness and borrowing money. The last thing that, I hear people say all the time is like that they think it's wise, but it can be dangerous, is you need to have a house. You need to buy, you need to buy. Renting is throwing your money away. You need to buy a house, you need to buy a house. And that, I mean, I've heard that forever. And it feels like as an adult that you've made it when you own a home. Now, long-term, do I want you to own a home? Absolutely. Investing in real estate in your primary home and knowing that you could pay it off. Yes, that is huge. I think that is so important and something that I want for you, but I want you to do it when it's right for you. And again, right now, the housing market, it is insane. It's crazy. But if you are in a position to buy, I would still encourage you to buy. And that is if you can put 5, 10, even 20% down. If you do 20%, you avoid PMI, which is huge. But you have a down payment and that your payment is no more than 25% of your take-home pay on a 15-year fixed rate. So that's kind of the formula around buying a home. Now, is that conservative? Yes, that's conservative. People are always like, oh my gosh, Ramsey, that's like nothing, that's nothing. But listen, I don't want your home to own you, okay? So I want you to be smart about it and have that formula in place. Plus, I want you out of debt completely with a fully funded emergency fund. All of that will give you a huge springboard to go and own a home if you've never owned a home, because again, that should be a really big part of your financial journey. I want that for you, but I don't want your home to own you. All right, you guys, you can share this video with someone in your life who is talking about money lies out there, or they get sucked into this stuff. This could be a little nudge to be like, hey, watch this video and teach them something new, because we're all about giving you guys the information and the truth to not let money be the thing that keeps you back in life. I want it to be a tool in your life to create a life you love. We say that all the time on the show, but for it not to be the thing that holds you back in life. And for a lot of these lies, it just holds you back. So I also want to know in the comments if there's things out there that you've heard people say that this is really smart to do with money, but it's actually terrible money advice. And if you want more of an in-depth guidance and help you with things like budgeting and building wealth, everything we talked about, you can check out Financial Peace University. That is the best course to go through to learn how to handle money. So stay alert against the lies, and don't forget to take control of your money and create a life you love.